August 25th, 2010. We here on the spot. To my right, we have candidate for the 42nd Assembly District, Michelle Adolphe. How are you, sister?
I'm great.
We're glad to have you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Please tell us about that district, 42nd.
42nd Assembly District?
Yes.
It's a wonderful district, and there's a lot you need to know. Just be more specific on what you need to know about my district. That's what we want
you to tell us.
Well, the 42nd Assembly District is really, well, it's a wonderful district. So the only thing is, there are certain things that we don't have, like services.
Give us an ethnic breakdown.
Oh, well, now you're asking questions.
There we go. There we go.
I can answer your questions. Well, the population really is 85% African American, non-white, and 14% others, which you have a combination of Jewish, Hispanics, and Muslim, Asian, you name it.
So, can I ask you a question? Is it safe to say you will be, if you win this race, the first Haitian American in the state legislative?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I will be the first Haitian American in the state legislature of New York. And
your district, what's the population of
the population?
Haitians?
Well, as far as I can tell you, the majority of the Haitian people there, it's huge. And if you look at the prime voters, and we're about 46%. Of the prime list that vote, no matter what, if it's rain, shine, you name it, we're there. So we're in great majority, and so there's other group, but we are number one, and we feel that it's time for change. It's time for one of us to take the lead.
In the Haitian community, that is?
It could have been in any community, but in our community, the reason why, because we have the leadership. And we've been around, we've been helping a lot of folks, put them in office. Now it's time for at least they can look around and see it's important to keep the district moving in the right direction.
Well, Haiti's in the news on a regular basis. Wycliffe, well, he's not allowed to run for president in Haiti, but Haiti is in the news. The earthquake, how did it affect your community?
Well, the earthquake affect everyone. Haitians,
your district, I'm sorry.
My district, all over New York State, and specifically the 42nd. Myself, I did my part. In other words, I've worked very hard to help with the earthquake, and I'm still working.
Okay.
And as far as I'm concerned, all Haitians around Brooklyn are working. We're working very hard because we are all taking a low blow. It's hard. And I personally sent a container of 40 feet to Haiti with merchandises, food, you name it. It's their medication. But it was not only Michelle. It was with the support of everyone in the community, the Asian community, the Jewish community, everybody, African Americans and Haitians, all of us together.
Now let's get down to your district.
Yes.
Tell us some of the community needs. Housing.
The community needs.
Housing.
We don't have any more land to build houses in the district, but what we can do, we can, as far as I'm saying legislators, let's talk about people who can make things happen.
Okay.
See, I'm not here to talk about the people in my district. I'm here to talk about changes that can happen, things that can be done in my district, and this is why I'm running for the 42nd Assembly District. I'm a candidate for the district. I'm running for the State Assembly. I'm a candidate. If you're talking about housing, I can tell you there is no other location we can build houses, but we can work on vouchers. We can protect rent control. We can get the government to assist more single parents, low-income people, give them at least access to quality of life, better housing.
So how would you anticipate doing it? What is your platform for that?
Well, as far as housing is concerned, it's just like we can't reduce the rent because once the rent is high, we can't just bring it down.
Okay.
What we can do, we can have an alternative, make provision to create resources so more low-income constituents can have access to housing by giving them vouchers. You remember the Mitchell Yama program?
Yes.
Have federal program come down, state program come down, where it depends on how much money you make, and you can have access to 2-bedroom at a regular, a decent price.
What's your medium income in your district?
The medium income in the district, I would say, people around there by about $60,000 a year, 50 to 60,000.
You sure about that?
Well, it's just like it fluctuates. See, right now, jobs that used to pay 80, they're going down to 60. because of the economy. Yes.
Okay. So
job that used to pay people 40,000 now, people are just, you know, it's a trade. So everyone can have a job to survive. Then people are getting $30,000 because there is no job in the market. There's nothing going on. So we can just make a way for people to get, I mean, some kind of employment by either get what they're doing in California. Just instead of you working 10 months, let's work 9 months so somebody else can, you know, at least get a fair share of part of employment.
And this is your plan for employment?
But it's not my plan for employment. I think that's the state when all legislators gets together and then we all share our thoughts about our districts and we'll come on a common ground with one plan. And my plan, of course, I don't want to see laid off in my district. I would rather take a pay cut instead of laying off people. And I think everybody should think about, you know, we all need to feed our families. We all need to take care of our children. So instead of going on unemployment, I think it's better for everyone to get a pay cut so others can survive.
Everybody get a pay cut so others can survive.
I would rather take a pay cut instead of, you know, being unemployed.
Okay, I think a lot of people will too now. Let's not get that wrong. We definitely believe that. So now let's go and switch up. We went to housing, but one thing I do want to let you know in your district, parking. Parking.
Well, it's not in my district. I think parking is all over. Let me tell you something about my district, Mr. Herman.
Norman.
Yes. We have tremendous needs that has to be taken care of in my district. As far as education, we can talk about education.
Okay.
We can talk about seniors, and we can talk about like health care.
Let's wait. Let's not go too far. Let's not go too far. We're gonna touch all of them. Let's start. We'll give you. What did you say? Education? Let's give you education. Let's talk to me about education.
Well,
and your plans for your district.
Okay, see, I'm a product of the public school system.
Okay, how many
graduated from Erasmus Hall High School.
How many schools you have in your district?
It's how many high schools, depending, you have to go to elementary school, the junior high, and the high schools. Okay, now we talk, if I'm talking about education, I'm going to touch every aspect of education in my district. But most importantly, we need to look at our young children, our youth, okay? As a product of Erasmus Hall High School. And I know when I used to go to high school in the 80s, okay, we used to have alternative in the high school in case some of us don't want to go to college.
What was the alternative?
We have a trade program. See, myself, I'm
a high school student from the
I'm a licensed cosmetologist.
Okay.
Where do I learn that from? Erasmus, Eli Whitney. So many other children should have the same access that I had when I was in high school. Now, it's nowhere to be found. They don't have that. For example, we have youth who can't go to college. Those who don't want to go to college. What do we have to offer them?
What do you mean?
As state legislator, they cannot go to college because you know why? They may not have the citizenship to go to college, and some of them don't want to go to college. They don't have the grades to make it to college, okay? But they have talents, they have skills. So we need to bring in vocational program in the public schools. So this is why I would love for the State Department of Education to work with the labor union.
Okay, well, give us a second. We're gonna pay the bills here. We're going to come back and we're going to continue with schools after a brief message from our sponsors, and we're going to continue with schools. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back.